It is unbelievable. There's an awful change now from this time last year. Do you know what I mean, with all the people? Oh, you wouldn't be able to walk the roads, especially in a weather like this. The place would be packed. That's the way now. It was long ago. It was quite like that too. When we had the people, we had a big population on the island in them times. And before the war, I'm sure there could be 400 or 500 people. But I can give you an example. When I was going to school, there was 80 on the roll book. And there would be only about 10 or 12. I believe since the time of the famine, there was nothing as bad around here anyhow. And this is worse than the famine in a way, because it's all over the world. There was a bad flu that hit time of the 14-18 war. A lot of people died in the island here. There were 3 funerals one day. 2 men and the nurse that was here, that was attending them, died as well. 2 young men. Well, the hardest part of it is anything you can't travel, or you can't go to see anybody, or appointments in the hospital has been cancelled, and you know, they can't, it's hard for them to cope with all this dying. And that thing, if you were travelling, you were held up for 14 days. Imagine me locked in a day like today. I don't know what's going to happen. They're Ireland, they were in semi-finals and that. Will they be allowed to play? Which was something to look forward to. I think some of the Premiership games in England now, they're letting them go ahead, whether to continue or not. It all depends. I believe if they hadn't another outbreak, do you know what I mean? If they start coming back in places again, they'll have to go back to square one. I missed my couple of points in the evening. Well, I was used to that. The worst time ever, the times was people had a couple of points, but that's gone. I don't know. But you say they were up on the island in August? And July on the mainland, is it? Yeah. We're out on the bog, cutting a bit of turf. We're out very near the stags, as you can see. And somewhere is cut and somewhere is dry. The bogs are getting worn out, they're not as good as they used to be. There's a lot of work attached to them now because the turf didn't hold together They didn't want them, you could pitch, you know. But now they kind of break away, you know. There's I don't know what's the call it, but they break it. Years ago around here, when there was a big population, there weren't enough of bog to go around. So they let them cut the straws off the bog, and that's the why you see all them rocks sticking up, you know. Eventually they cut away all the top, because it was fine turf for burner. I think the next generation anyway, they'll have no turf, because it won't be there. And whether they're allowed to cut it or not, in the island, there'll be no bog left.